we're able to rub out one more overtime before this year's over.
You like rubbing it out in overtime?
I like rubbing anything out real quick. You can get one out there, just squeak it on out, make everyone happy.
I love update shows. I think it's so cool to come back and talk about stuff.
So we have a few updates on stuff we've discussed and some things that just popped up we found today.
Yeah.
I think Ian's going to update us on some alien news from, well, it's Reddit, but.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure how this has all come about. This has some disinformation vibes to it. You have to go back and listen to Roswell and then listen to our series, or listen to Roswell, listen to Majestic 12, then listen to our series on Paul Benowitz and UFO disinformation.
So like in all fairness.
And then this will make sense to you if you've listened to all those things.
We found the story like, what, 8 hours ago? Not even?
I saw this morning. I'm like, is this breaking news? This is interesting.
So we hadn't really had time to digest it, but Ian looked it over and thought, oh, it could be fun just to get into some highlights of it.
Yeah, I read it over and I highlighted some stuff. Like I said, it's confusing as to where it really came from because it's legitimate. It's legitimate files. It comes from Ronald Reagan's presidential library. And essentially what it is a guy sent files or sent a letter requesting a Freedom of Information Act request to Ronald Reagan's, to the White House, asking them to validate these documents that he had.
Yeah, like, is this legitimate?
Right. They said that they don't do that there, and they directed him to the proper places, which that's what we'll get into, some of those files that he shared with them.
He gave them to them.
He shared these files and said that these are what I have. Can you validate them?
He didn't say where he got them from.
No. And I don't know why this is on Reddit. Like, there's no backstory as to like why this is there.
Nothing.
Where this came from. It's just like, hey, there's these new files that are out there.
If only Jimmy Carter would have released all those files like he promised to.
He promised to, didn't he?
Well, maybe he would have won re-election.
So I'll post a link to it, but there's 51 pages. A lot of it at the end is just like financial documents trying to prove a point about some finance. Like doesn't even include the UFO stuff anymore.
Does it mention that Ronald Reagan's wife, Nancy Reagan, was allegedly the blowjob queen of Hollywood and gave the best Hummer around?
It does not.
Okay. I just feel like I need to mention that anytime we talk about Reagan. Okay.
Oh, and you do. And you do.
There was a meme when Kissinger died the other day. It was just some old lady like tying her ponytail up, and it said Nancy Reagan when getting ready when Kissinger gets to hell.
Oh man, I thought about when he passed. I was like, oh, we could do an episode on Henry Kissinger. I was like, that's a lot of episodes on just a not good person.
It'd be a lot.
Don't think I want to do all that.
Go read a book.
I actually, incidentally, I was reading, a lot of times I'm reading books on, like when I'm doing like my trying to read through the presidents or something, and a name will pop up or a story will pop up, and I'm like, I need to buy a book on that. And so I just buy it and add it to my shelf. 3 weeks before Kissinger died, I bought the definitive biography on him.
There you go.
And then now I think you probably can't even get it on Amazon because everyone fucking bought it.
You got some work to do, huh?
I'll get there eventually. Before I die, it's like I'm like a person who collects wine. You're not going to drink the bottle that day. You're going to put it in storage. You're going to save it till the time is right. That's how I am with my books. One day, I'm always going to read a book. Just might not get to those specific ones.
Very scholarly indeed.
Well, that's a word for it. Then I throw in like Britney Spears biography, and it's like, well, what the fuck's this guy doing?
So I noticed that there's a new series coming out next year based on the book Shogun from the 70s.
Oh, you were telling me about this. Yeah.
So I said, finally, I'm going to read this book. It's 1,125 pages.
It's got to be some kind of a record.
I don't think I've ever read a book that long, but it's very good. I always wanted to read it. I never got around to it.
What's good? The series.
The book.
But you haven't read it.
I started it.
I see.
I'm about 10% of the way through. It's really good.
I think the last time you told me about it off air, you hadn't started it yet.
Yeah,
So
I
you started it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's good. That'll be a hell of a book.
Big fan so far, so we'll see.
And then the show is going to be about the first book.
It ended up being a series of books, but yeah, I think it's about the first book. That was quite a derail. Sorry about that, pal. Get back to it.
We weren't talking about cheeseburgers for once, so that's all right.
You get to the documents that he provided. They're pretty interesting. One of the first ones says, on July 7th, 1947, a secret operation began to assure recovery of the wreckage of this object for scientific study.
That weather balloon, I think we talked about that before, yeah.
So
Dave remembers watching that on the news that night, 1947. He watched that on the news.
So
Or on the radio, probably he listened to it.
Watched it on the news. Well, surely you're just.
Well, I'm sorry, I forget history that old. There was no TVs.
So it doesn't make mention of Roswell specifically, but you know that's what it's talking
course.
about, and there's a ton redacted around it. That's what the Reddit post was about. It was big on the Roswell, like a Roswell confirmed type thing.
Mm-hmm.
But then you start getting into it, and it brings up Project Aquarius, and that this was a document prepared by MJ12. Those things, in my opinion, are
Majestic
both,
12. We did a show on them.
Nothing gets by you, pal.
No, but we did that show.
It's true. We did.
See, I did a knowing.
like I said, we did the disinformation episode.
Richard Doty putting all that bullshit out there.
Yeah, I believe that Project Aquarius and Majestic 12 are both Richard Doty things. So as soon as I saw that in this, I'm like, oh, that's not, a good sign.
Turned
for
you
this
sour against these documents.
Who was the guy that sat in his car wrapped in tinfoil?
Paul Benowitz.
No, that's a fun one.
Yeah. So as soon as I saw that, I'm like, okay, this is probably disinformation. There was another interesting part. I've never seen this before. It said, whatever they're talking about contains 6 volumes of documented information collecting from the beginning of the United States' investigation of unidentified flying objects and identified alien crafts, and then parentheses, IAC. I've never seen that before. That's kind of interesting. Identified alien crafts. Never
You
seen
don't
that one.
hear that referenced.
I've never seen that before.
It's a very confident reference.
It lists some projects here too that are interesting. There's a Project Sigma. Said it was originally established in 1954, became a separate project in 1976. Its mission was to establish communications with aliens. This project met with positive success when, in 1959, the United States established primitive communications with the aliens. On April 25th, 1964, a USAF intelligence officer met 2 aliens at a prearranged location in the desert of New Mexico. The contact lasted for approximately 3 hours. The Air Force office managed to exchange basic information with the 2 aliens. This project is continuing at an Air Force base in New Mexico.
That is wild. Have we ever heard that before?
Not that I'm aware of. The
I've
only
never
time you
seen
ever hear about like this meeting between aliens is
On Reddit.
is the famous Holloman Air Force Base.
With Eisenhower, when he's like, all right, you guys can abduct a few people.
Yeah.
Let's not brag about it, though, and tell everyone.
Haven't read his biography yet, but I'm interested to see that chapter.
I'm sure it's in there.
Yeah, it's got to be, right?
It's well documented, this meeting.
Of course.
The word aliens is weird. That really threw me off. You don't hear in like these old documents, like real ones talking about this stuff.
They don't say aliens.
They don't say aliens. That's why I'm like, eh.
So do we think this Graham guy just kind of faked these documents, made them look like classified documents, and faxed them? Not even faxed them. It was before faxes, right? Mailed them to Reagan's like, hey, care to comment on
Chuck
this?
these up. Yeah, maybe so.
Yeah.
Reagan was like, well, who am I?
Is that what he
What
said?
do you mean I'm the president?
Goddamn, pal. That's insensitive. That's insensitive. He was your commander in chief.
Tear
you guys
down
know,
that wall.
You guys know how I feel about Reddit, so I mean, I don't know.
I spend a significant portion of my day on Reddit. So
I joined
I
it
will not
one
have
time.
you.
I joined it one time, and I was like, "This is the stupidest app I've ever been in.
Absolutely not.
It was terrible. The fact that like the only thing I'm seeing is what people upvoted. Like, I don't want that. Just show me a timeline of the news or whatever I follow.
You don't know how Reddit works, pal.
But it's based on like whatever the top feed thing is. It's like what it gets the most thumbs up.
No.
It was terrible. And anyone can post. It's worse than Wikipedia. It's just whatever anyone posts.
Well, not exactly.
Kind of. Actually, I think Wikipedia has more relevance nowadays than people give it credit
Got to
for.
be in the right
That's a
subreddits, my man. Come on.
whole side thing.
Like trashy boners.
Yeah, okay. That one.
You want to see chicks bouncing up and down on trailer hitches and their assholes. The stuff like that, you know. Okay. The worthwhile stuff in this life.
That's what I'm missing out on. I'm already a NASCAR and pro wrestling fan. I could skip out on the trashy boners.com Reddit, whatever.
What was I on today? What was that new one I found? I don't remember. It was good stuff though. Was there one going around today? A guy playing with his gun, shot himself in the nuts, and it came out his butt cheek. You see that video?
No, but I saw a video on Instagram of a guy who was like in like a coffee shop or something. Some kind of little shop.
Oh, yeah,
and he
I
put his
saw
hand in
that.
his pocket and the gun goes off and he just no-sells it. Like he's looking around like, who shot that?
what
Like
was
he
that?
didn't mean to. He didn't hit himself, I guess. But like the people behind the desk are like, what the fuck was that?
Yeah.
He's like, oh no. Something
These fucking yahoos with their guns.
There was another one listed after that called Project Snowbird. There's nothing, at least on Google, about that project. There's nothing. There was a Operation Snowbird in 2014 that was putting like testing lights on rockets, on missiles, like guided things, but nothing about that. And then there was another one. It's a redacted project originally established in 1968.
Well, what does redacted mean?
Mr. Reagan.
Did I do that?
Mr. Reagan in 1968, you weren't even president. You were
Can
still
I
fucking
redact stuff?
governor. Settle your tea kettle.
Mr. Gorbachev, redact that wall.
Can you go get your buddy Bill? Could he come in here, please, Mr. President? You're just saying tomfoolery nonsense.
Well, I tell you, I wish Nancy Reagan
See, here
could
we
have
go.
sucked my
Here we
cock.
go.
I heard there was some good
Now we're
head
talking.
going on
Now
there,
it's
Nancy
party.
Reagan. Blowjob queen of Hollywood. I
Mr.
love
President, you never got a blowjob from Nancy Reagan?
her. No, I did not.
Wow.
For my time, Mike.
Well, there's still time. Just go dig up her grave. You can get it. Still counts. Mr. President still counts.
I don't think her mouth works like it used to, fella.
Hey, it's called trepanning. Trepaculation. You make that work, Mr. President.
If I could, I would.
Well, the Secret Service will just close off that cemetery. You just go do what you got to do. So that's where we're at with this conversation.
Skull fucking Nancy Reagan's corpse. Sure.
You bring her up enough, Dave. We got to do something with it.
I just want her to get the respect she deserves on this show. Just say no. Unless it's the cocks going in your mouth. Then just say yes.
Well, in all fairness, Dave, there was a real war on drugs back then.
Yeah, there was.
Just because you were the enemy doesn't mean you have to shit on it.
Just say yes to Bukkake.
So yeah, the one that they talk about is this. It's a redacted project, but it said it was to evaluate all UFO information, and then it says Project Pounce continues.
Pounce?
Pounce. I googled Project Pounce, and it's weird. There's the first link is a NSA link that comes up, but then the word Pounce is in there. Here, I still have it on my phone. I left it on because it's just a weird. Maybe I closed it like a fucking idiot.
I feel like this guy just kind of was at home creating his own documents, dicking around. Send these to the White House and see if they want to comment on it.
It's a weird Google search. It comes up with an NSA link that's titled UFO and other paranormal information, but none of the links on it work.
Really?
And then there's the next one is a CIA.gov link. It's just a link to a PDF, and that's really nothing. It's about flying objects, but nothing in it says pounds. And then the next one is another CIA PDF scientific advisory panel on unidentified flying objects. And then it gets, into various things after that, just random Google nonsense. But it says an odd Google search. I didn't expect that to come up.
Do you think the same guy that created these documents in some of the White House is the same loser who was on Reddit and just posted them? Because probably.
No.
Probably it's the
from
same.
the 80s.
Okay.
He just got a hold of them somewhere. He got a hold of
It's not the same guy who just happened to have them and he's like, oh, now I'm going to put it on Reddit because it's the same fucking cesspool of people.
No, because they sent... there's like the cover sheet from the FOIA request, and it includes all the stuff this guy sent in as well.
Oh, I believe he really sent it, and then I believe he saved it.
Well, it's printed at it's from the Reagan archive, the Reagan Library archives. That's where he got it.
The same guy went to the Reagan archives, got his files he sent that he felt bored, no one was paying attention, and he got on Reddit.
And then there's links to the FBI archives, and they wrote bogus all over most of them, right?
That's this one, and then
on the Reddit homepage they just wrote bogus.
No,
that makes sense. That makes sense. Good job, FBI. You did something good.
I've never met a Reddit hater in my life.
It's
before.
the stupidest app. It's the stupidest website. Like every time I just see a post from it, I'm like, it's just nonsense. I'm a big hater.
Wow, I don't understand that.
It's very simple. Just look at it. Your favorite post is fucking, what is it, Walmart chicks or whatever you said?
Trashy boner.
Oh,
what does that have to do with Walmart, Mike?
Well,
project much?
Yes.
I think that we're going to keep an eye on that. I think there might be something to that.
it's just weird. It could be that dude. I'm sure he's still alive, right?
Yeah. He's like
Maybe
12 years old when he did. He sent that middle school fucking trolling Reagan. He's still at it 40 years later.
You got to respect the troll game. I mean, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, there was no context to why it was posted. It was just posted. And that's weird. Usually there's context with some of that stuff.
I think just someone stumbled upon it.
Maybe, and they're like, "Oh, this is just a weird document. Here, I'll throw this out here."
Looking through the Reagan library files.
The files are definitely fake. They're 100. Like Lee Graham definitely made these up.
Yeah.
There's a
or
lot
did
of,
someone else fake them and give them to him?
right?
That's the question.
Yeah.
Where did he get them?
Someone will figure it out.
I hope so.
There's enough context clues in there to go down some rabbit holes.
We'll keep Mike on Reddit doing some research.
Yeah, well, sign me up.
Keep an eye on that.
Can't even remember what my login would have been when I signed up that one time.
Who's a Reddit hater?
This
really
guy.
weird.
It's just the stupidest social media or whatever you call it. It's not even social media.
No karma points for you, my friend.
It is not for me. No good.
No AMAs coming from Mike Namapod anytime soon.
American Music Awards? Probably not. I have never released an album in 20 years. All right, what's next?
So I have some sad news to report. The father of serial killer Jeffery Dahmer has died at the age of 87 while in hospice care. The Medina County Health Department in Ohio, that's where we live, confirmed Lionel Dahmer's death to the New York Post, but did not state the cause or time of his passing. A source told the U.S. Sun that Lionel had been in hospice care since October, when his health began worsening after his wife Sherry died. Despite his son's infamy for killing 17 people, Lionel famously told Oprah Winfrey in 1994 that he would always stick by him. The Post said Lionel visited Jeffrey in prison often. He wrote a memoir titled The Father's Story, which explained how he raised Jeffrey and attempted to figure out what made him commit the murders. In an interview with Dr. Phil that aired in 2022, he said, quote, "We're all on a continuum. We all do bad things. We all sin. He was at the extreme of the continuum. I couldn't first understand how he could have done these things." Lionel Dahmer, dead at 87. Do you respect Lionel for sticking by his son after all that? I do.
Yeah, yes.
I do very much so.
Yeah, I have no problem with that.
I don't think it's anybody's business one way or another. What he does, what he does.
I feel like you're going to stand by your kid no matter what. You don't have to admit that what he did was right, but you stand by your child.
I should say I don't judge him one way or another. Like the fact that he stood by him, I'm fine with. If he would have said, fuck this, I'm out, I would have said, okay, I understand that too.
Yeah.
Either way.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
I also think most people are like, who the fuck gives a shit about this? But we're like, oh, it's hometown, Medina. It's close to home.
I think he was a big part of that story. I
don't remember.
Kind of the way,
was he a part of it? I don't remember.
Kind of the way he was in Jeffrey's childhood, maybe. He wasn't all that close to him, and I think he was trying to make amends later on in his life. And I think he felt like he didn't do right by Jeffrey when he was a kid.
He tried to really examine the past, like what he missed.
I think that's exactly right, and he felt bad about it.
Yeah. I remember the big one was like the bones, like the rattling bones. Like he was really fascinated with that, and he was like really like, did I miss this? But that was all the way back at like 4 years old, and so like he really beat himself up about some stuff that probably was nothing other than trying to pick out every little detail.
Drive yourself crazy doing that.
Right.
In recent years too, didn't people start fucking with him on his property too, like showing up because like his house, like you could easily find it. It was bought in his own name.
Well, he didn't live there anymore. The new owner, though.
Well, I thought we talked about people at some point. We talked about people fucking with him, like showing up at
not
at
the
dad's,
Dahmer house out here, like his new residence.
The dad Dahmer's new house in Medina. We discussed that at one point. I remember.
Okay.
I don't know what it was on, but people were showing up to his house and like just fucking around or using it as like a tourist site.
I believe that. Sure.
Yeah, not the actual Dahmer house.
People would show up at the Dahmer house all the time.
But I'm talking about the dad's new house, like out near us. Yeah. People were showing up at.
I'm sure that happened. It's easy to track people down these days.
Yeah. Doesn't mean you should.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah. It's probably just fucking.
Maybe he lived on our street and we didn't even know it.
Nah, I don't think he did.
No.
We know this neighborhood pretty good. Maybe our old street. I don't know.
So, I don't know. Lionel Dahmer.
All right, well.
Rest in peace. Do we have any other serial killer parents who stood by their kids like this guy did? No. Most of them disavowed their kids, right?
Yeah, nobody.
This guy kind of stood alone like that.
Yeah. I think that's why people...
That's why he stands out.
Right. That's why he would even make the news.
Yeah, I think that's right. He wasn't ashamed of it. He, wasn't trying to hide it.
No, he wrote a book pretty much calling himself out.
Yeah.
On all the things that he did wrong.
Yeah. So good for this guy.
It also seems like a lot of those parents, from the beginning, though, there was like abuse or...
Yeah, most of them don't grow up with great parents. So
no family connection, no real love. So it's like, you get to that point, it's like, who gives a shit? Like, no one's focusing on what the parents are doing because they hadn't given a shit about this person from the beginning.
Yeah.
Not to make an excuse for the killer, but it's just there wasn't a close connection from the beginning.
Were those 2020 shows that showed him in prison with Jeffrey? Like, you know what I'm talking about? Those interviews? Was that what it was, 2020? One of those shows.
Yeah.
Like, you felt bad for Dahmer. Like, he seemed like I know you said this before. Like, he just seemed like an okay guy. Just him and his dad chatting in prison. Like, you really felt sorry for him. As much as, you could, based on your knowledge of what he did to people.
Right.
But just a little different direction in life, things would have probably been a lot different.
I think he stands out a lot, too, because he was so honest about everything. A lot of serial killers lie. They like to inflate stuff or hide things like, BTK, for example. He knew damn well that he killed more people than he was convicted of and held on to that for...
Like, he was a scumbag till the end. He still's a scumbag.
Right. Like, I don't know if he was just holding on to this for, like, one last gasp of attention or something. But Dahmer was just like, this is what I did. I'm a terrible person for it. Yeah. I wish I wouldn't have done it.
All right. Well, that's the updates.
That's all we got. Guess we'll talk to you next time.
Bye.